Good morning, brothers and sisters. We got Adam from Moving Weight.
What's up, guys?
And we are in the beautiful Jupiter Inlet. Adam gave me a call last night and said he wanted to look for these fish called cobia. So we are going to spend the day running up and down the beach with the drone in the air. The last time we did this, Dennis and I from land, we found a lot of cool stuff. Turtles, manta rays, sharks. You never know what you're going to find on the drone. Adam's also been on a pretty hot pompano bite. I know that gets his blood going.
Yes.
So we kind of got the rods to do a little bit of everything. And we'll see you guys out of the inlet. Nice, sunny, beautiful day. See you there. You know, we had this great vision in mind. We were going to run the beach and look for cobia, because this time of year, they can be found on turtles, sharks, manta rays, and all sorts of stuff. But you guys can't see this way, but if Dennis pointed the camera that way, it is not calm. I mean, it's certainly fishable, but when you're sight fishing and you're looking for fish on the beach, you want it to be sunny, you want it to be clear, and you want the conditions in your favor, which it's not right now. So a little change of plans. Since Adam caught a bunch of pompano yesterday, we're getting anchored up right here. We're gonna put the spread out, we're on the sandbar, and try to get on some pompano. And who knows, you know, this time of year, cobia could pop up right next to the boat, or maybe the wind will change. But the wind is coming from land, west, right? So it's not that rough out here, but if you were to go offshore, it's huge. Change of gears, we're still gonna try to make the most of it and pull together a video for you guys.
I'm feeling like they are gonna bite.
Talk about how this is great weather for pompano.
This is great weather for pompano fishing. Nice southwest, definitely 15 to 20 mile an hour gusts, but the pompanos like it and they're gonna bite. I'll tell you when. Whoa! Okay, I guess when. Just forget about me back here, Victor. Alrighty, boys and girls, we just threw the anchor. Way too rough and way too much wind for the trolling motor we weren't holding. These are my pompano rigs that I make. They got 3 hook rigs, probably about 2 feet apart on each hook, and then it's just down to a float and a little circle hook, and then I got a 5-ounce pyramid lead on the bottom. And I don't use any fish bites, I just fish sand fleas. And that's what we got. I got a long 9-foot surf rod with a 4500 pen, and we are slinging these things close into the sand. And there's a good little sandbar right here and a color change, so we're definitely gonna catch some pompano. Stay tuned.
Are we filling the boat today, Adam?
I don't know, let's just start catching one, and we'll go from there. It's either a pompano or a bonefish. If it's a bonefish, I'm gonna be distraught.
Rare and elusive bone. Talk about
You
it,
never
dude.
see these, I'll tell you. What kind of catch was this, Victor? Terrible, mate. Terrible. Victor just makes things tough all the time. That's what he likes to do. This one's fighting very right kind-esque. Oh yeah, south wind pompano here. Oh, there you go, Victor.
We got a double. Oh my gosh, it's the right flavor.
Yeah, that's what I said.
This one's scoping up top too. Woo-hoo-hoo! So there's not much fight to these guys. We're fishing really heavy rods. Adam is a commercial fisherman, so the name of the game on this boat is to get as many fish in the boat as possible at once. No, Pompey.
He said Pompey.
Pompey!
There's Pompey! Did I not tell you you'd catch one in the first 5 minutes?
Yes, you did.
Oh, the one in the back's bit. Watch out.
Okay, here we got the Florida Pompano. So earlier in the year, you guys saw we tried to make a video with these and we did not catch very many. We've been here for 5 minutes and already have, what, 4 pompano in the boat?
I'm fighting number 4.
Little golden nugget. Wow, we're filling the boat today. So we're going back out. We are off of the beach, casting towards the beach because the pompano like that sandbar. Got the 3 hook chicken rig. And that right there, that is a sand flea, also known as a mole crab. Adam actually froze these after he parboiled them. When you boil them like that, it firms them up so they stay on the hook nicer. We're catching them.
You know what they say? If it's blowing, I'm staying at my house. You ever heard that saying? Neither have I.
Pompano are not in one spot. They're not like a snapper where they're gonna be on a reef or wreck. They're cruising up and down the beach. They will migrate all the way up to the Carolinas, all the way down to the Keys. And this time of year, they're going back up north. So you get 2 runs. One in the fall, in the wintertime, they're coming down from the coast. And then this time of year, they're going back up, following the water temperature. As the water warms up, they go back up north because they like cooler water temp. We might catch 10, 20 different schools of 100 fish just passing through. You catch a bunch of other different species when you do this. First fish of the day, we caught a bonefish. You catch jacks, you catch mackerel, you catch ladyfish. What's some crazy stuff you've caught on the sand fleas, Adam?
We've caught cobia on the sand fleas. Obviously a ton of bonefish, ladyfish, jacks, mackerel, cotton snappers, cotton flounder, everything.
Pompano.
That's what we're after, Denny. Pompano.
No bait.
We got another one on. Look at the swell, Vic.
No, we could be surfing right now. These are little floats that Pompano guys like to use, and the reason we put them on is because we're casting towards the beach. And on the beach, you have a lot of what's known as calico crabs. And the calico crabs actually feed on sand fleas. So when the calico crabs are thick and your baits don't get a long time to sit, this float suspends your bait out of the water. And I also think it's just a better presentation because the Pompano can actually see it rather than it's just sitting flat on the line. So it keeps your bait off the bottom so the crabs don't eat it. I like helping out my boy Adam. He needed a striker today. He tricked us. He knew it was gonna be too rough to fish for cobia. He goes, come fish for cobia, guys. He just needed 2 mates for the Pompano.
Blah, blah, blah. That is not true.
Was that your plan, Adam?
No.
Yo, back rod, Adam.
What? Let me see what
Almost
he looks
feels like a
see one of
double.
those.
It feels like a daily double. Told you it's a daily double.
That's a big double too. Oh my! Get that thing in the boat,
It's
you
a
little
blue
skosh,
runner.
you little skosh monkey.
Well, I didn't want to hit Dennis.
He's hanging that thing over the side of the dang boat, Dennis.
He's there. He's there, he's there. Striker Vic don't miss, Adam. Striker Vic don't miss.
I've seen you miss so many times. I can't even keep track.
This is definitely a pompano. You could feel their big head shakes. Pompano are such a sought after fish in the state of Florida. One of the best eating, people say, inshore fish due to their high oil content.
Bro, I just got 8 on the way in. This is a pompano. I'm gonna be starstruck. Literally, I was literally just like halfway done my cast and he just ate it.
See that? We weren't getting any bites for like 10 minutes, I want to say. Now all of a sudden another school of fish came through. Just like I said, they're not sitting in one spot. They're moving up and down. They see your sand fleas and they bite.
I don't know, Vic. Can you handle it?
We'll see. I am an avid fisherman, so.
You are. No one said you're not. Is it a pompano? Are you avid?
I'm avid.
How avid? Avid enough to catch pompano on a conventional?
Will you move so I can avidly flip them into the boat?
Here, let me learn you something. Come over here, put him right there. If he doesn't want to go right there, you twist him, and he goes in this little bucket. It's actually getting pretty full. I'm gonna bring this bucket up to the box. See how many we got here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 pompanos there.
That's a lucky number.
Probably catch another bucket full and then we'll slush that ice. Look at that, he caught a fresh thumbnail.
Jamie, if you're watching from Mexico, we got dangerous conditions.
I
You
would
guys,
say.
it's blowing. It's gotten significantly rougher since when we first got out here. Big swell, big south swell in the water. Should be surfing right now, but we're pompano fishing instead. But
They're biting, Victor wants to go home. What am I gonna do? My striker wants to go home. What am I gonna do?
We are non-stop catching them. I'd say like 5 fish every 10 minutes. We've only been out here 2.5 hours. Probably have close to 4. Oh my gosh, double pompanos. Probably got close to 40 fish.
No.
Oh
go
my
on.
gosh.
Big double, 2 big doubles.
That's $40 on the line right there.
That's $50 on the line. Here's all I'll say. Victor's been sleeping, asking to go home
Stop.
all day long. Got him.
I deserve a raise after that. I deserve a raise.
Now you
Blues.
get 30,
I need health
34%.
insurance and everything.
Nice one, nice 2-pounder there. For biting.
It's the best day of pompano fishing I've ever seen. Non-stop action. Like, we can't keep all 4 rods out at once. Either one's getting re-rigged, rebaited, or one of us is reeling it in. Dennis caught a few on the jig. It's always fun when fish are biting and cooperating. Okay, boys and girls, final tally. Look at that beautiful cart right there. 68 pompano, too short of 70.
Too short that we pulled off next to the boat.
Nice work, brother.
Nice work, Vic.
We were commercial fishing today, but you guys have seen for the last 4 years, and Adam and I have been filming together. He is one of the best fishermen I know. And not only does he commercial fish, he charters. So he said this is going to go on basically all the month of April. So if you guys want to get on pompano like this, can't keep that many. You can keep a recreational limit, 6 per person. We caught a lot of fish today, and some of the best fishing of the year is coming up. I'm talking about sailfish, wahoo, kingfish, tuna, big mun snapper. No one catches more muns out of Jupiter than this guy right here.
Thank you, brother.
And yeah, book a charter with him. You guys will not be disappointed. Very talented young guy, and he'll put you on the fish. I'll have all of his stuff linked below.
They are gonna take a couple fish home for dinner, and
What are you doing with them?
I'm gonna sell them. I'm not eating any for dinner. I'm gonna sell them. This is gonna help me pay for dinner. But,
so just for you guys, if you're curious, a 70 pompano day, what does that equate to?
These are nice fish too. Like some are 3 pounds, but most are. We probably definitely have a 2 pound average, if not 2 1/4, 2.5 pound average. So we got, you know, more or less 100 to 120 pounds. Say 120 pounds ish or so. Generally, I'm getting around 10, 11 bucks a pound. Pompano's been biting good for the past couple weeks now, so price will drop down a little bit to 8, 9 bucks a pound. So we're ballparking anywhere from $1,000 a day, or maybe a little bit more. So
it's nothing to laugh at. We'll see you guys in Pompano with these pompano. This is your dad joke of the day. All right, check it out, guys. Here is our Florida Pompano. It's the next day. Such a cool looking little fish. They resemble like a little permit. Real hard fighting guys. And I'm gonna whip up a nice delicious meal for the family for lunch. So there's 2 ways you can fillet this fish. The way I like to do it is you can actually take the head off. So if I feel around here with my finger, you can kind of feel where the meat ends. Pompano got a lot of head meat. So what you do is you take your knife, you can kind of feel around, and we're gonna go just like here, okay? We're gonna swivel around the head, go down on the underside of it. And there's a reason I did this. You could absolutely keep this head. You see all the meat in there? You could throw it on the grill or whatever you want. But when you have the head off, it exposes your pompano fillet and makes it so much easier to get the fillets off. So we're gonna start right here by the tail. And I'm gonna just outline our pompano, keep the knife on the backbone, and just work our way down. Just kind of let your knife tell you what it wants to do. Go down on the other side of the backbone. And voila. And there you got it. There's 1/2 of your pompano. Now we're gonna do the exact same thing on this side. See how it lays nice and flat? If you have your head on the pompano, it just doesn't lay as flat, and it's just a little more difficult to fillet. You take that little extra step, remove the head, I think you just get a better end product. And then you can save the head for a nice little snack. Get that knife as flat as possible on those bones. Pretty easy fish to fillet. They're not very bony, don't have a huge rib cage. And they got an incredible yield. So when I say yield, when you think of a fish in terms of its like total body weight, not a lot of waste. You see that skeleton right there? There's meat in the head, there's meat there. You get something like a snapper grouper, there's so much rib cage and just meat that's not really usable, or in a fashion that's not really user-friendly. But look at that. 2 gorgeous pompano fillets. And all we got to do is just kind of trim a little bit of this belly bone out, get rid of that gut action right there. Same thing right here. Just shave right underneath these bones. And I am going to leave the skin on because pompano skin is delicious. And we're going to throw these directly on the grill, kind of cook them like half shell style like you guys saw with the last video with the sheep's head. I'm just removing the pin bones right here, so that way no one has pin bones in their lunch. But yeah, so you guys see the only knife I use on the channel is Dexter Outdoors. Made in USA, been using them for the last 5 or 6 years now. Absolutely love these knives, and you guys can actually get a little kickback Save 20% off. Use my code LANDSHARK. Save you some money if you're interested in a new fillet knife. They got a knife for literally every single application when it comes to processing fish. I'll have that linked below. It's a great fish to throw a hole on the grill, which we're gonna do because it's a firmer fish. So there we got it. That is a wrap. I'll see you guys in the kitchen. Look at this. Beautiful tray of Florida Pompano. Glistening, already brushed with some olive oil on both sides. Gonna hit them with the salt. And since we're cooking these all the way through just on one side, the skin side down on the grill, we're gonna go pretty generous with the seasonings on one side of our pompano. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit on you guys and on myself because I never removed the lid for the onion powder. Some onion powder. Some garlic powder as well. Okay, some freshly cracked pepper on these guys. I just want a little bit of heat, so some crushed red pepper, not too spicy. Most people can handle this, I feel like. But you know, spruce up our pompano a little bit, get a little heat in there. All right, firing up the Camp Chef Woodwind Pro. We got the sidekick going. I got the grill set to 375. Gonna go with the skin side down. Gotta love that sizzle, man. So we got 5 pompano, 10 total fillets. To go with our pompano, just gonna make a delicious pepper, asparagus, kind of like an Italian vibe pasta. So we're gonna go in with some olive oil in the saute pan right here on the sidekick. That is why I love cooking on this thing. You got a pellet grill and you got a sidekick right on the side with the gas. Perfect for not just any fisherman, but any home cook, because you can make so many versatile meals. You want to fry fish on the side, you want to just get a side dish going, you want to grill fish. This grill does it all. So not only are we doing olive oil, but we're gonna do half a stick of butter. And then in here, I got 2 yellow onions diced, as well as some green pepper, yellow pepper, and orange pepper. Let's get this going and sauteing. Okay, we're gonna get some orzo pasta going as well, which we're gonna combine with the that pepper and onion mixture outside. I also just got 2 cups of water right here, just putting a little chicken stock in there. We're gonna use that to kind of build up our sauce for the pasta. Onions and peppers are cooking down. Now I didn't put the asparagus in yet because those, I like to have a little bite to them. I want them to be crunchy, so going in with a bunch of asparagus.
Ron, you excited for pompano?
Oh, heck yeah, it smells good. This stuff really, the aroma of this, what he's cooking now, smells delicious.
You haven't had pompano in a long time, I believe.
No, I haven't.
Look at those bad boys.
Look at them. 1/2 shell, huh?
Mm-hmm. In here, I got some shallots, finely minced. Now shallots got a pretty big bite to them, but if you soak them in an acid like red wine vinegar for about 20 minutes like I did, they become a lot less pungent. They get smoothed out, they become sweet. So that's there. We're gonna make a gremolata to go on top of our pompano. We got parsley from the backyard that Brooke so gently takes care of. Right, Brookie? Best parsley in town?
It's the only thing I can keep alive. Everything else I kill. You have to water everything multiple times a day, but parsley is the one thing that you can, let dry out and it always comes back to life.
So we got the parsley, red wine vinegar, shallot, the lemon zest of 2 lemons. So if you want to get the flavor of lemon, but you don't want it to be too sour, zest it up, okay? About 1 head of garlic going in here as well, salt, and a good amount of olive oil. And then just mix this all together. And this is such a wonderful topping for steak, poultry, seafood, pretty much anything, any type of protein. It's a good finishing sauce. And it's fresh, looks beautiful, smells good. Okay, so I just wanted to soften up that asparagus, get it looking good. But I want it to have a bite, you can eat asparagus raw. I don't like mushy vegetables. Now, pasta's done inside, fish is about to come off. What we're gonna do is, this stuff is delicious. Sun-dried tomato pesto. I'm gonna go in with a whole bottle, and that's gonna be like the real foundation of the sauce. And then I told you guys we had that chicken stock with 2 cups of water going in. We're gonna let all these flavors kind of marry together and come together. And we're gonna dump this right on top of our orzo pasta that we saw inside. Wow, these pompanos look amazing, guys. About 15 minutes at 375 is what I did. And if your fish is fighting you to come off the grill, that means it's not done. These are coming off beautifully. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with that asparagus, sun-dried pesto mixture right into our orzo pasta. So we're gonna go down with our pasta. And look at this. Look at that beautiful Florida Pompano filet. Everyone can decide for themselves, but I think a little gremolata on there is gonna pair perfectly. Pompano's a pretty oily fish, so it's nice to kind of balance it out with some of the lighter flavors of the gremolata.
I'll let you know about the gremolata in about a minute. But I've heard this fish called the diamond of the sea, and it certainly looks like it. Victor, this isn't like eating fish, it's like eating a delicacy. I had a little bit of the pompano without your sauce, delicious, melts in your mouth, and then all the flavors of this sauce on this diamond of the sea fish. This is an absolute look how white that is, Dennis. Look at that. It is amazing. Fantastic. There's not a restaurant, a fancy restaurant in town that could beat this. Right?
Yeah, it is out of this world, but it's kind of funny because the setting, I was going to say the setting doesn't really match the food, but that's incorrect because everything we eat here is so good. But the fact that I just stopped working and I came in for a quick lunch and I'm eating something of this caliber just out of the blue like this, that's what doesn't really add up, because this is something where who knows how much you'd have to spend to get this quality of fish. And everything about it's really good. Even the skin adds a level of flavor and doesn't take away from anything. It really is something else.
Yeah, I feel like we should have dressed up before we came over for this lunch.
There's always nothing but clean plates in this house. It was cooked to perfection. I don't know if it's just the fat content of the fish or just how well Victor's gotten at cooking now with, I feel like it's easy to dry out those thin fillets, and it was perfect. Everything blended together and harmony of flavors. So good. A little bit of kick, but just the right amount. It was perfect.
Well, our city is named after a worthy fish. This pompano is so good. Thin, a little crispy on the outside, beautiful. And the veggies, awesome. Thanks, Vic. Hope you can catch some more sometime.
I feel like a lot of people, when they see skin on fish, it might, make them a little nervous and they try to avoid it, but it was really, really delicious. Some pieces weren't even that crispy and it was still really, really good cooked like that. I feel like Victor and I had pompano kind of recently and I didn't like the skin, but this time I really enjoyed the skin, and yeah, this is just a delicious fish and a really incredible lunch like everyone was saying.
Harmony of flavors, that's what I like to hear. Thank you guys so much for watching. This could be you with your family. Like I said, Adam is an amazing charter captain. And I didn't really brush upon this, but he also has a YouTube channel which you guys should check out. Just a really good guy, one of my best friends. And if you want a trip like this, like I said, book him. He's in Jupiter, Florida, local. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Oh, it's just one big one.
Adam's going full steam over here.
I got it. I just
Trying. Vic's-
listen. Go
Vic's
relax. Go
slowing me
take a
down,
nap.
man.
I'm working
Vic's
here.
slowing me down.
I'm not the one wearing 2 GoPros on my head.
Yeah, I'm done with this.